to my screen here. I'm going to show you something we were doing recently. And these here are the wings that I use. And I'm doing a very, very exciting exclusive for you periscopers and you photographers out there, especially if in America, because these are not available in America at the moment, but we are going to make them available for you on a very, 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 very limited run. I am only going to be producing 30 of these wings for you, and this is kind of how they are. They move nicely. They're crafted for what I'm a prop maker, so they're actually crafted deliberately for photography. And I've been working with props and scenery for a very long time, and I'm just going to turn this around so you can see my face here, and I can do a little demonstration of what they all are. I'm just going to bring that down a little bit here, do a little hello. Right, I'm going to bring that down. Hello everyone. Hi, I'm Oliver, and I'm from Legend Studios, and I'm going to give a little demo of the wings and bits and pieces that we use in here. And as I said before, these are going to be available for you. If you want to buy them, they are online. If you flip up, you can see them on... let me show you one here. Whoop. You can see them on my website, and these are very special. Hello. Okay, I'm going to pop these in the back of my back here. There they are. Now, the nice thing about these wings is, firstly, they're very, very robust. These ones are about nearly 2 years old, and I use them pretty much every other day for the fantasy work that I do. You can backlight them as well. I'm trying to stick that behind me. It's quite tricky, actually. There we go. So you can see light coming through them. So they are fairly sort of iridescent as well. There we go. This is the kind of thing I'll do. You can see by hand there. Very cool. That's a bit bright, isn't it? But you can see they're all different colours in there as well. This is actually a pink set. You can see those there. Hello, you're staying very quiet and shy. Someone pop up and say hello to me. That'd be very nice. Now, we are doing these. We're also doing them in blue. This is a blue set here. Hello. Hello, little photography. How are you? Niffa Ann, how are you? Great to see you. There we go. This pair is a blue set, but they've kind of got a bit of a green tinge to them as well. I'll tell you what, I've been using these so much in my photography the last year and a half. I love them, and they do look really cool. They're still beautifully sort of tough, and they're even waterproof. You can fit them in between sort of adults and kids. Thank you very much. So, what I do with adults, they kind of just stick them down the back. You can see they look really kind of atmospheric. They're really cool. And as I said, my background is a prop maker, and I used to work for the BBC. I used to work for the royal family in Bahrain, doing props for them, doing weddings and things. And we do all these different types of things, all our sort of weird creatures that we have. There we go, this kind of thing here that we do, these kind of portraits. So, really kind of unusual, different kind of things that you might not be able to get in America. I was using these ones which are sort of cellophane, sandwiched with, I think it's aluminium wire, and I found those over the last 10 years just a little bit too dangerous. The points can kind of stick in people's eyes, and if you have more than one child on the scene, it gets a little bit worrisome for the parent. So these ones I specifically designed to be soft, so there's no edges on there. The thickest edge we have is the wire, and it's kind of rounded up, so it's not dangerous, and we kind of fold it over there. These, they're great. They kind of fit in the back. They can flap around. You can mould them as well. You can bend them into the shapes that you want. They're very robust. You can't really do that with the other wings. They're a little bit more, a bit trickier. They're kind of fixed, but these ones you can happily move about, make them a bit wider if you've got big shoulders. There's nothing quite like this on the market, so this is kind of exclusive for you guys. So if you're interested in this, flip up, have a look at my profile. You'll find my website on there. And on the website, you'll see a big thing saying fairy wings. And the thing about the fairy wings, I'm only going to produce 30 this month because it takes me a day to do, and I get quite busy, so I like them doing in batches. And this is the batch I'm doing this year. I might do one later in the year, but it depends how busy I am. I do get very busy with the photography and weddings and the show I'm producing, all these kind of things. So if you don't get it now, you might not be able to get it later on. So any questions? Any questions? Colours, we have pink, we've got green, and we've got blue. But we can, in theory, do other colours if you really want. You're desperate for a red one. But I find those colours are the best to use. So you can request other colours. I can see if I can get the material for you. But in principle, they take about a day to make. Hello, Danny. How are you doing? Danny, nice to see you. I'm a little bright here, aren't I? I'm going to turn this one down. Whoop. There we go. That's probably a bit better. Okay, is that a little bit more pleasing for the eye? That's probably much nicer. And I'm going to do this as well, which is my lovely mist machine, and bring the mist in. Do you know, I do just as many boys in the fantasy setting that I do girls, and I do have loads. Hello, Danny, how are you? I saw you change your Twitter profile, looking very cool. Like to see that. I do try and follow people's progress. I find it's really good, important. Okay, right, I'm going to end this one now. What I am going to do is I'm going to do another broadcast in just a few minutes, which is all going to be about periscoping and business and photography. Sometimes we all need to just have a big old change around, don't we? So what I'll do, I'm going to come back in a few minutes. I'm just going to change the scenery around a little bit so it's a little less fairy tale, and then we'll have a good chat about photography and business and any tips and portfolios and anything I can advise you then. What is the post in the backdrop about? Well, this is my studio. I'm Legend Studios, and these are the kind of portraits I do in the studio. So that's what it's all about. It's an easy way to remember who I am. But this is also about. But I'll come on to that. If you follow us, you'll see in a few minutes. It's all going to more serious about the business of running a photography studio, about how you can maximize your followers, how you can incorporate periscoping into your business, and leveraging, I certainly get serious, all your email lists and your Twitter accounts and all these kind of things. But we're losing the fantasy people now, so we'll see you in a few minutes' time.